gonna go out. So definitely make sure you get me that information so that I can go ahead and get those shirts out. It's gonna take some time. We're gonna roll them out, get more in. Like I said, sizes go up to extra large, all the way down to medium. Give me 2 sizes so that way, if that other size is not in stock and you know you can deal with the other size, I can get that out to you. Gives me a little bit more flexibility and availability to get to you ASAP. You know what I'm saying? So listen, we got a lot of things popping just as this season starting to creep in, but we got some bullshit to attend to. We do got some bullshit to attend to. Listen, I'm going to say something that might sound crazy, but it's really real. What's up, Mary Beanie? What's happening? What's up? What's going on? What's going on? Matter of fact, let me see who else is off in here. Mary Beanie, I think I see you, Galacticus. I see you all up in here. So I'm going to say something else. All right, bad guys that are real about themselves and real about explaining who they are to others, even get respect. Okay, within certain realms. Like, you're not gonna be some douchebag that's gonna be out here killing, raping, molesting, doing that's trash. That's like dirt bag, scum of the earth, fucking trash. When I mean bad guy, I'm talking about somebody even like maybe Dale Earnhardt on the track, Max Verstappen. But the difference is, Max is not real with the public about who he really is. This is ridiculous to me. I don't understand how somebody like Max Verstappen, who is supposed to be the level of driver that people admire him to be, is this goddamn stupid to say something like this and not think like, are we really gonna buy this shit? Come on now. I would respect Max, and this is why I got issues with Max as far as his character. His character. I didn't say his driving. I got some issues with that too, but he's still a good driver. His character is shit. Max, stop lying. Stop the bullshit, bro. You don't got to sit up here in front for nobody. Why would he sit up here and say he has no clue why he and Lewis Hamilton have come together as far as collisions on so many occasions versus his situations with other drivers? That is utter bullshit for him to say. And he goddamn well should know it is. And for you all out there that are sitting there like, why is that? You need to do some searching. Like, mentally, you need to probably take some aptitude tests. If you can't even understand this, it's a problem, but don't worry about it. We're going to go into it. This is not a Max hate channel. This is just a check you on some real shit channel. And when you say some fake ass shit, I got to check you. And that's fake for Max to say he doesn't know why. Let's go into some evidence, some articles, because you know I'm good at bringing receipts. You know I'm good at doing that. So let's check some things out. Max can drive. Max also can drive without being his alter ego, Mad Max. Why you think I got the shirt Crash Strapping? You think Crash Strapping got the nickname for no reason? Come on now. There's always a reason. Every lie is a derivative of the truth. You cannot have a lie without some component of truth. I'm just telling you, real talk. Crash Strapping is smoke because there's a fire of saying and knowing that Max is Mad Max, but he's only Mad Max to a certain driver. He's only Mad Max under certain pressure. He's only Mad Max in certain situations. And those situations just happen to involve Sir Lewis Hamilton, period. So let's go into this. Let me show you something, because let me show you something, all right? So Mad Max thinks he's a funny guy. He is a funny guy, but let's take a look at this quote. Max Verstappen was asked if it was accurate to describe his racing style as uncompromising. Uncompromising. This is not the first time we've heard that term or word used during the course of maybe talking about Max's driving style, okay? But particularly with Hamilton given their run of incidents. The Red Bull driver replied, here's where you start smelling the nice, wet, soft, warm dog pile of crap. Well, I have to be careful what I'm saying here. But with everyone I've been fighting this year, it's been really hard. Aggressive battles, and we never really came together. We're going to go into that. Somehow with Lewis, it's different story. And I honestly don't understand. Max, if you don't shut the hell up with the bullshit, this literally made me laugh when I read this. It literally made me laugh when I read this shit, y'all. Okay, so let's go into some of the things that Max mentioned but didn't acutely mention. Okay, check this out. We're going to check out Charles. In Bahrain, I believe this is. We're going to watch this. We're going to check this out. Max is a funny guy. Max is a funny guy. Here it is, Charles and him. If you notice, watch this. Automatically, Max is already checking his mirrors. He knows what's coming. He knows what's coming. Charles in this race was very clever the way he utilized the DRS zones, the way sometimes he gave Max it up so he could get the DRS behind Max to regain his position. But watch out how Max respects the space, gives Charles space, doesn't dive bomb, doesn't open up the steering wheel. Just check it out. Just look at this. Charles gets DRS. Now look, right here, you should be able to know something. If this was Lewis Hamilton, like it was back in Silverstone, Max is coming over on Charles to squeeze him into that little bit of space that is also left on the right side of Charles. Max is doing that because we've seen him do it several times to Lewis Hamilton in these similar situations. Lets Charles through without even contesting it, with no contest. Like nothing. He even moves over a little bit so that he can get more on the driving line as he's approaching the next corner. Right there, Charles pushes. Did you see that? Did you see that? Charles pushed out on Max. Max, what did Max do? Max gave way. Watch it. Watch what I'm saying. Right here, Charles is going to push out. Boom. Max gives way. Max gives way. So right here is evidence that Max absolutely can drive. Giving space, not only giving space, but yielding. Yielding as somebody else is crowding his space. Now check this out. We've seen several times. Max does not do this with Lewis Hamilton. Can we please stop BSing? It's going to be people in the comment section, people in the live chat that's going to try to clean this up. Stop the BS, man. Come on. Men, women, stop the BS. Here we go. So we're going to check this out a little further. Right here, so much giving, so much space. Max likely runs a bit off track there. Not off track because he still got 2 tires on track, unlike a lot of his qualifying laps that don't get deleted when his tires ain't on the track. But anyway, I digress. Right in here, boom. Did you see that? Max then pinched Charles off, not one bit in that corner. Therefore, Charles didn't have to end up colliding with Max. You see all that space Max got over there. He's really utilizing that. Why didn't he do that in Silverstone? Why didn't Max do that in Silverstone? It's just a question, but we'll keep going. We'll keep going because Charles got that battle. So Max goes on in this article to even start talking about, oh, yeah, we got receipts. I'm going to bring receipts every time I come. Every time. Max even goes a little bit further in the article, basically talking about, I'm paraphrasing because I'm just going off memory. Maybe it's a generational thing. Okay, well, if it's a generational thing, why did we not only see Lewis Hamilton and Charles, Russell and Lewis Hamilton, Perez and Lewis? We've seen Perez and Lewis go at it several times without collisions as that Max and Lewis have had. And Perez drives hard against Lewis Hamilton, but he drives fair. Max, you don't drive fair against Lewis Hamilton. You drive with the utmost biasness, with the utmost damn discrimination, and maybe even lightweight, some racism. Because I can't help but notice the difference between Charles and this next driver that I'm going to bring up as an example is they're white. The only difference that I can tell between Lewis Hamilton and you and everybody else is that Lewis Hamilton is a black man and the other drivers are white. And I'm not saying that that's the main component, but I also would say, you know that damn well Lewis Hamilton is the GOAT. He's regarded as the best Formula One driver. If you don't regard him as that, he's in the conversation and you are not. So you definitely drive with biasness and discrimination against Lewis Hamilton. I will table the racism. I will table that for other conversation. Sylvia Kelly, big shout out for the super chat. Max can drive. With Lewis, he only drives dirty, smash the like button. And that's a fact. That's proven. So let's go to my next article of evidence. Now, not only is this next driver in the same car, on the same team as Lewis Hamilton, but he drives a bit Maxish. I'm just being real. Russell drives a bit Maxish. He does. Just keeping it honest, keeping it 100. But let's check this out. I think this is Max and Russell in the Spanish GP. Now watch this shit. We're going to break this shit down. Check this out. Here we go. Boom. Russell comes around Max. Now Russell comes around Max. Max didn't open up. Max didn't push him off track. Why, Max? Why you didn't do that? Okay, all right. Here we go. Come here. Now look at this. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at that. Usually, if that's Lewis Hamilton, Max is going to push him further off track. We saw this in Abu Dhabi. We saw this in Abu Dhabi 2021. We saw it even more so at, Monza, when Max parked his car on top of Lewis Hamilton. We also saw it in Silverstone, although a lot of you want to attribute that as not a racing incident. To me, I'm going to give it up as a racing incident, but we all can watch that tape and know that Max had a shit ton of space on the other side of that car that Lewis Hamilton did not have on the other side of his car. Not only that, Lewis Hamilton had the pace. Max opened up the space to give him to let by, and then he tried to close it off by dive bombing. Come on, stop playing with me. Let's watch this a little further. Here it is. Look at that. Wow, Max, you really can just scoot over and keep the racing line and give people space. Now, this is going to get crazy right here. Look at this. Take a look at this image. Take a good look at this image. You're going to see something that's going to take place once again, that not only did he do it, Charles, he's going to more so do it here. Let me make sure ain't nobody got super chats up here. Let me make sure I didn't see a super chat. Hold on, Sylvia Wick. I got you. All right, so here it is. Let's go into this. All right, right here, Russell starts moving over on Max. He starts moving over on Max. Peep what Max does. Any other time, you're not going to see Max give way. If that's Lewis Hamilton and that W13 slim down side pod piece of crap car at the beginning of the season that had to make a shit ton of progress to even become mentioned in the same likes of top 3, we're going to watch this. Check it out. Right here, Max doesn't hold. Max doesn't drive aggressive. Max starts giving way to Russell as Russell's pushing him off track. Russell has a lot of space over there, but he doesn't care. He's driving a little bit Max's. Now you're getting to see how Max kind of drives against himself, but it's really not himself. It's a counterpart, another driver that's not the same or doesn't look like Lewis Hamilton. Look at that shit. Did Max, hold on, let's go a little bit further. Max is off the damn track. Max is off the track. He got enough space to still be on track if he wanted to be aggressive, but he was off the track just to avoid Russell. That's not what he does against Lewis Hamilton. He does not do that against Lewis Hamilton. So Max, cut the bullshit. Let me go big. Cut the bullshit, bro. You exactly know why you and Lewis Hamilton have had so many situations, unlike you having situations with other drivers, and unlike Lewis having situations with not only generational drivers during his time in Formula One, but drivers in your generation. He hasn't had these situations. So for Max to say it's a generational thing, why hasn't he had it with Lando? Why hasn't he had it with Russell? Why hasn't he had it with Perez? Why hasn't he had it with Charles? Come on, stop it. Stop it, Max. You look lame, you look silly, and you look ridiculous trying to act like you don't know. I would have gave you much more respect in this video and said, well, Max just said who he was. Max said, I don't give a damn. He's the GOAT. He's regarded as the best. And I feel like in order for me to beat him, I have to intimidate him and drive hard against him because I'm trying to get where he is or beyond Lewis Hamilton's level. And I'm always going to drive different against Lewis because he is that guy. I would have respected that. I would have respected that. That's what I would have said. But Max don't do that. Max sit up here with the bullshit and the lies and the deception and all the, come on, man. Just be real about what you are and who you are. People will respect you better. I will. I respect real. I don't have to like you to respect who you are. Be like, hey, at least bro told you who he is, so can't be mad at it. That's how he gonna drive. He told you why he gonna drive like that. I don't agree with it. I don't like it, but I respect that he says what he's gonna do and why he's doing it. You could do Galacticus. Max points his car to cut people off daily. Max is a dive bombing fool. All right. Now let's go a little bit further with this. Let's go a little bit further here. Because we're not done. Now watch this. Here we go. We're going back to this same strip right here. Look at this. Max gonna go off track. Like I said, unlike most of his qualifying laps that don't get deleted, you know, he feels comfortable. He's still off track. He just now comes on track. Look at how much leeway and space he's doing just not to make collision with Russell. He's going out of his way not to have a collision with Russell. Come on now. Come on now. Are y'all going to... I tell you what. But let's see. Let's see what Max does with Lewis Hamilton when they not even on track. They not even on track. This matter of fact, this ain't even a racing competitive situation. This is what Max does. Let me show you. Lewis Hamilton, body of your screen, Max top. Max looking at his side view mirror, sees Lewis Hamilton coming up. And what does he do? Look at his steering wheel. Come on. Are we serious? Are we serious? That's what Max Verstappen does to Lewis Hamilton while they're even on track. He's doing shenanigan shit like that. In this situation, Lewis is trying to go around Max in the pit lane. I believe in that situation, Max thought his car may have even stalled out. Lewis is just going around because he's taking his sweet ass time. He's going so damn slow. They're trying to get out on track. Watch what I tell you. Look at Max's steering wheel. You can consistently see Max checking his mirror for Lewis. Looking. And you see him like edging over and then he does the jut. Come on, man. This right here should have been a penalty and a fine. Look at his steering wheel. Look at him checking. He's looking at Lewis. Look, bow, boom. Come on, man. Are y'all respecting that? Are y'all really respecting that type of mentality, that type of character? We ain't even in the race. Come on. This is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm showing you. But I always gonna have people in my comments say like, "Oh, you hate Max." Why do I gotta hate Max? Because I point out the bullshit. I didn't make this up. I didn't go to a film crew and say, "Hey, I want to make this fake rendition of what didn't happen between Lewis Hamilton and Max so I can throw hate." This actually happened. This actually took place. Max actually took those actions. So why do I have to be the hater for something somebody legitimately did that is not correct to do? Y'all can hate me all y'all want. That's what Max does, even on track. And we've had professional commentators break it down on film, his driving style against other drivers and his driving style against Lewis Hamilton. It is not fake. It is real. You all just don't like it being pointed out because it don't look good for the driver that you support. Some of you all. There's a lot of people that hit me up that Max fans, they was like, I'm throwing my Max hat in the trash, especially after he crapped on Perez and showed his character. Like I said, I don't like Max because his character is shit. Neglected team orders. If I'm not mistaken, let me drink my water before I say this. Isn't following team orders in your contract? Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. Isn't complying with team orders in a driver's contract? If that is the case, in complying with team orders is in a driver's contract, Max was insubordinate, rejected team orders, which means he breached his contract. So why wouldn't he see no fine? Why wouldn't he see no fine or no reprimand? Why didn't we see somebody that's supposed to be held right now consecutive back-to-back years, which we ain't count 21, I'll give you 2022, not fined or penalized or outed for his damn character, neglecting, rejecting, defying team orders, not once, but twice, maybe 3 times if I go back and watch the film? Why didn't we see him get reprimanded for that? Oh, no answer? No answer for that? Okay. All right. I was just wondering. Like, I thought that was in team. I thought team orders were in contracts, but maybe it's not in Max's contract. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Max does not have to comply with team orders. And so maybe that's the case. You find his contract, you let me know. But I just thought that was the case. But yeah, Max, stop it. Stop playing. Max, listen, Red Bull, send your boy this way. Sit down. Let's be real. Let's have a real conversation. You don't got to be fake. Be real with who you are. I respect who you are. Have a real conversation. I'm not hating on Max. I'm just pointing out what is here, what exists, what's real. That's real. I don't respect that. Lewis Hamilton has not had these situations with other drivers. And if you want to bring up Nico, we can go back to that Nico situation. And if you really break it down, Nico was wrong. Nico was wrong. It's just real. Nico was wrong. Hamilton is a teammate. He had extreme pace on Nico coming down that straight. Nico didn't get a space and push Lewis out on grass, which if you want to be debatable, which I can debate that, maybe Lewis should have dialed back, but he had the pace and he was his teammate. Why should I not expect, if my teammate sees I got the pace for real on him, like you let me by. Lewis on grass, Formula One cars don't do good on grass, takes both cars out. You want to bring up those situations? You want to bring up Alonso? Alonso's like fucking an old ass Max. Crashgate, man. Come on. Show me countless situations where Lewis Hamilton has driven among somebody wheel to wheel and just crashed him out. That's Max against Lewis. And if Max is really not Max. You see what Max had to do, right? You see what he did with Charles. You see what he did with Russell. He's done that. But when it comes to Lewis, the only change is Max, the way he drives against Lewis. And I'm telling you, that's point blank, period, and it. Miss me with the BS. X-Tracks. With regards to Russell, he will show his true colors if the W14 is competitive. I do believe that. I will say this. I think this is like a saying. Derwin Hill, big shout out for the super chat also, X-Tracks. Derwin, if Max can't even listen to his team, we can't even expect him to have good racecraft in a race, especially towards Lewis. Facts. That's facts. And I will tell you that this is a saying. The saying is, if you give a bad person money, they will only become more of what they already are, which is a bad person. If Russell is indeed a sour bad apple to a degree, giving him a more competitive car will therefore make him more of what he already is. I still think I'm giving Russell next season to really show what he is going to be about going forward. It is no doubt Russell is the future of Mercedes. There has to be a future. Mercedes has a pretty good succession plan in place with Russell. They're going to have to find another number two in the years to come as Lewis Hamilton walks out of the sport to do many other things he's already setting up. He's going to be very successful outside of Formula One. Okay? That is going to be the case. Cornbread! Max is only like this because this behavior against the lone black driver in F1 is widely supported. That is likely true, and we've seen evidence of that. He's not the only one that shows aggressive against Lewis. We just need to be honest about the colonial behavior and mindset of his haters. Shit. Cornbread. Damn, brother. Shit. Cornbread dropped a bomb on y'all with that one. That was pretty damn good, brother. I mean, we have seen the situation with Lewis Hamilton in Spain, blackface. Come on, what are we doing? All the racial situations and words, the N words used against Lewis Hamilton. Come on, what are we talking about? Like we know that this is not fake. Let's just not. Y'all don't like it. A lot of people like try to call it the race card. Well, you can't pull a card if you don't have it in the deck. So evidently racism's in the deck, the game of Formula One. So it's not everybody though. Everybody in Formula One is not racist. But we definitely have seen situations. We've seen experiences. We've seen examples. We've seen evidence. We've seen people from McLaren to Aston Martin to Alonso at Alpine to Renault to Red Bull we've seen situations in Formula One that have indeed 100% been racist. Not race is racist. Galacticus, big shout out, bro. In 2021, Max landed his car on Lewis's head. Thank you. I believe that was at Monza, and said that that's what you get for not giving me space. There was no space. Check the tape. Max is dirty. You are not lying. You are not lying. Galacticus, hold on. Wait a minute. If I can, you know what? I'm going to try to dig up that receipt real quick while we sit here, while we on here. Let me try to see if I can dig up that receipt while we got this funny guy's face on here. If I can dig up this receipt, it's going to be funny. I'm telling you. I'm about to try to dig up this receipt real quick. If I can't find it within a certain means of time, we just going to go on. But I'm about to try to look up this receipt. and see if I can find it. I'm just saying, just let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can dig that up. Let me see. Can I find it? Is it gonna be here somewhere? Hamilton 2020 challenges, because I'm pretty sure I got that sitting around here somewhere. And I think that was at Monaco. No, that was at Monza. That was on the Monza track that he did that. Damn. I might not be able to find it. But anyway, we do exactly know that was the case. There was no space there for Max at all. Max came out, Lewis came out, he was ahead. That corner was, I think it was the bus stop. Max knew damn well it wasn't there. He was just trying to force Hamilton off, thinking Hamilton would give, and he didn't. And Hamilton didn't need to give there. He didn't need to give there at all because there wasn't a reason for him to. There wasn't a damn reason for him to, and Max knew this. So for Max to just stay in that damn position, I'm sitting there thinking, like, why in the hell would you do that? Why would you do that? That was ridiculously not smart. So we can also go over something else. So people may not be familiar. Maybe people don't really know. Maybe people haven't really put it together yet. But let's go over some guidelines that clearly exist and clearly should be followed to a degree. So we could do that real quick. So let's do that. I'm gonna take one more swoop over this and just see if I have put this into a folder. And maybe I did not categorize these situations yet, which I thought I did put them to a folder as far as incidences, but maybe I didn't. I got my F1 2020 cars, circuits, floors, driver profiles. Yeah, so I didn't put everything into a folder yet, but I will put these things into a folder, and I definitely will have that clip because I know I have that clip on deck in here somewhere. So let's go into this. Let's cancel that and let's go into this. All right. So if you see right here, we've seen this, and you can watch it again. You're gonna see Max open up his steering wheel, being a dog, because that's what he does. But let's go ahead and check this out. All right. If you don't know, you should know. A, attacker more than halfway alongside. All right. So the attacker, in this case, the attacker is definitely more than halfway past the defender at the apex. The attacker has the right to the racing line. A collision at the apex is entirely the fault of the defender. Okay. So with this being the case, it is no question that in Dayton, and you can apply this to several incidences that have occurred in Formula One. I'm not going to tell you which one you can, but you can apply it. But there would be no doubt that the defender, it's kind of coincidental in blue, would be at fault. All right. So let's check out Exhibit B, attacker less than halfway alongside. In this case, the attacker has only their front wing alongside the defender's rear wheel. The defender has the right to the racing line. A collision at this apex is entirely the fault of the attacker. All right. Entirely the fault of the attacker. Now, also, you got to keep in mind speed going into the apex. All this, if you notice right here, at no point in time, you have to pay attention to this entire path. At no point in time is the attacker more than halfway alongside. The attacker is consistently at the rear wheel of the defender. All right. Let's take a look at Charlie. Attacker approximately halfway alongside. All right. Approximately halfway alongside. In this case, the attacker's front axle is ahead of the defender's rear axle, and the two cars are approximately halfway alongside. Both drivers have a reasonable claim to the apex. If contact occurs, blame will have to be shared. It is in this zone that racing incidents occur. Just a little bit of food for knowledge. Take it how you want. Think about it how you please. I'm just saying that's what it is. So I know a lot of you might be out there like, no, it's always Lewis's fault. No, it's this. Listen, hey, just think about it. That's all I'm saying. Just think about it. I mean, there's clearly situations there that prove that Max has done more egregious things against Lewis Hamilton than he has against other drivers. And I'm not really understanding how some people don't understand that. I don't understand how people can't be real about that. I don't understand why certain people have to be a hater because they point out things that actually exist. They're pointing out things that have actually been done. They're pointing out things that Max Verstappen does against a certain driver in Sir Lewis Hamilton that he doesn't do against anybody else. And why Max would get up here and say that he doesn't even know why these things occur is completely known to me. It's because he's full of caca. That's why. He's full of caca. That's why he would say those things. That's the only reason why, is because he's full of caca. There's no other reason there. And if you want to try to make up a reason, hey, feel free, but hey, don't expect me to buy it. Don't expect me to buy into the BS that you're about to try to shovel. I'm not buying into that. I'm not buying into it at all. So, that's what I got to say. I know plenty of us are probably looking at some of these things and these articles coming out. We got a lot of things that are going to be coming out as the season approaches. We're going to be here today. Don't forget, Wolfpack members, we're going to have the Wolves Den about what you feel about the 2023 season coming up, what you expect, whether that's Mercedes, Ferrari, Alpine, AlphaTauri, Red Bull, Aston, Haas, whatever it is that you want to talk about. We're going to talk about that and actually go into a lot of that stuff. So I'm really interested to see what you all think on that. And we're going to be there to talk about it. If you don't have the invite, it's because you're not in the Wolf member group. So if that's something that you want to consider being a part of, then consider joining the channel. There's a lot of things that, we talk about, a lot of things we go into. So it's definitely something that you probably should consider. It's a fun thing. It's a fun thing we do on there. We try to bring the guests in there. The off season's been a little bit, you know how it is, but there's a lot of things growing for the channel. So I really do appreciate you all coming today. Once again, rest in peace to Kim Block. Grandmaster X, what you got here? Let me see what Grandmaster X has. Says Max fears Lewis and his actions on the grid show. Them battles they had in 2021 let Max know Lewis ain't nothing to play with. We all play sports. We all know who the big dogs are. That's a fact. That's a big fact too. That's not a lie. Sylvia Witt Kelly, because he's childish, privileged, FIA Old Boys Club is protected. And that's something else that we could talk about on another video too. And I'm probably going to put some things together. I got a couple of videos that I'm going to put together. I need to. There's a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, Max, in closing, you know exactly why these situations occur between you and Lewis. And you are the reason for that. Drive against Lewis like you drove, and I just showed you driving against Russell. Let's see that. Let's see you drive against Lewis like you drove, and we saw you drive against Charles. Let's see you do that. Let's see you do that. And I'm pretty sure Lewis, in even a closely equal car, you're not coming out on top. You're not coming out on top. Barack, hey, rest in peace to Ken Block. That rhyme. You're not coming out on top. Rest in peace to Ken Block. For real. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Like I said, Wolves, be ready. We're gonna come in the den probably about 1700. Gonna chop it up for a little while. Get ready to kind of start moving into this season. We're gonna have a good ass time. I really appreciate everybody being here. Like I said, hey Maria, I got your car ready to go out. I'm still wrapping up other player cards that are going to go in the VIP boxes. I got a crap ton to wrap up. I'm trying to hopefully get those done this week so I can put them in the box and just get ready to pull from them and put them in this thing right here, the VIP boxes that people are earning and getting. So yeah, y'all be safe. Like I say, stay healthy, drink your water, take your vitamins. I ain't trying to see y'all get sick out here. We'll be back with more. What we got? Found the link, see below. Oh, look at my brother. He said he found the link. See below. Said he found the link. Matter of fact, I tell you what, my brother said he found the link. Shit, man, Galacticus, why you always got to challenge me like this, bro? You always got to challenge me like this, man. Damn. Let me go in here. Let me go back in the files and see, man. My bro always got to check. Hey, that's what I do. The Wolfpack fam, they stay challenging, man. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Is this it? Whoa, wait a minute. I think I found it. No, that's Max and Lando. when Max ran Lando off track, and he apologized for it and didn't get a fine for damn near running that man into the parking lot. So yeah, that was that. Let me see if I actually got the clip of, because the link, if I get the link, I still need to be able to bring it into the video. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me put some sauce in it. Is this it? No, that's 2022, because Lewis is wearing the highlighter green section of the car. That's Alonso and Lewis Hamilton's incident. Let's see, where's Lewis and let's see, Monza, because it's Monza where that took place. Oh my goodness. I was about to get off of here, but my man had to challenge me, so now I got to find it. And that was Silverstone. That was a great battle right there that they didn't end up in a collision. That was like 4 or 5 cars, and it didn't end in a collision. Max not involved means you can have good hard racing and not have anybody run into a wall, including himself. Max will cause a situation where he runs into a wall and everybody wants to blame Lewis for it. I'm about to find this, because here we go. Now we're getting in 2021. Max Silverstone. That was against Schumacher. Yeah, so I'm getting close to it. That was Silverstone. That's Joe. We don't want to watch that. That was a tough situation right there with Joe. Big shout out to Joe. I hope he has a better year, a better season coming up as well. That was Prost. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Golly, man. Cause it's like, I want to show this clip because that was crazy dumb for that to even happen. Damn, Galacticus, man, you just had to pull these shenanigans. You had to pull these shenanigans, bro. I don't want to hold up anybody, but let me see. Because I hope I didn't delete it. If so, I will go back and find it and put it on another video. I mean, you can clearly, obviously find it yourself if you really like, and just look at it. There's no way that you're going to tell me that Max had the right to that corner, especially that situation with Lewis, and completely parked his car on top of Lewis Hamilton. There's no way you're going to tell me that. And you're definitely not going to prove that to me, especially if you go by off the guidelines that we just like covered. So just consider that that's not going to happen. And I'm pretty sure like driver, I may have put it on another disk drive, because there's literally supposed to be an example section on this hard drive that, you know what it is? It's actually on the other laptop. It's not on this hard drive. So I need to bring those over to here. That's why I can't find it. So now I understand why I can't find it. So yeah, I will go ahead and find that again. But I tell you what I can do. Max, for all of those who may not be familiar, Monza crash. I know damn well that y'all will remember this image, because it's no question about what the hell was going on. You can clearly tell he damn sure didn't have that. So here, I can bring up the image real quick. Monza. So all those that might not be familiar with what Galacticus and I are talking about, you can be familiar with it. So here we go. I'm gonna bring up the image right here. I'll bring it up in a big slide so we can go ahead and have it in big and superimposed view. So you can take a look at that. So let me see, plug in. Let's see, where is it? Just save that shit. There we go. Boom. All right, here you go. There it is. There is the famous image of Max Verstappen forgetting that you do not park a Formula One car on top of another car, let alone another driver. Later on, this rear tire slides down and lands completely on the halo, which really saved Lewis' life or him from having a broken neck, possibly being paralyzed. But he still did suffer some contusion to that neck area because the tire hit the top of his lid. But yes, Max definitely did not own nor have any bit of this corner. There was no space for him to squeeze in there. He should have backed out and just went around the outside maybe, or just followed according to safe guidelines that we've seen him do with Russell and Charles and other drivers that are not Lewis Hamilton. That's what I can say. That's what I can say, to be honest. All right. I wish I had the video so I could show y'all that. Galactus, what you say? Found a link. Boom. He says F1 YouTube has the video and audio. Yep. You can go check all of that out. And definitely to be talking about, that's what you get when you don't leave space. Hey, asshole. The space wasn't there for you to have. Just saying. But anyway, we're going to be later on in the Wolves Den. Appreciate y'all. Big shout out. Much love. Sticking with the channel. Keep growing. We're going to keep having content. 2023 going to be crazy. Great for us. Big shout out to my 6-month plus members. Listen, shirts going out. The shirts look dope. The green that I came up with, dope. And I did the green because that's the level you get when you actually get the shirt. So I hope you all appreciate it. Can't wait for the first person to receive it and post a picture of it. About to get out of here. Peace and love. I'm out.